Managing time. And I want to reiterate, these are not things that are coming from me. These are coming from Dr. Robin, who himself has ADHD and works with lots of clients who has it. Resist the urge to do just one more thing before you leave the house, go to bed, leave office, come to dinner. That's pretty universal, isn't it? Because what's going to happen, you think that you've got a whole half hour before you've got to leave or something, and that half hour turns into 3 hours because you've gotten, involved in all these activities. Call your partner if you're going to be more than 10 minutes late. Use alarms, automated emails, whatever you need at the end of the day to help you start wrapping up the details and get out of work on time. Workaholics don't often last very long. At work. They can burn themselves out, and a lot of people with ADD are workaholics. Work with the clock in front of you. Have you seen those kind of clocks that shows the physical time? It's like in red, so you actually have a representation of time. So all these memory prompts, you all know about these. Whatever works for you. Sticky notes, a PDA, just one of those little simple spiral paper notebooks. But the most important thing is when your partner asks you to do something, write it down immediately. Don't say, oh yeah, I'll do that, or I'll remember. Write it down. Carry one of those little notebooks, write it down, whatever you have to do. You'll resist it at first, probably. But you'll see over time, Dr. Robbins says, you'll see how it does make your life easier, and so it becomes reinforcing. Work together when you make and update your to-do list around the house, and plan a regular time each day, especially if you have kids, to review priorities for the next day, so there's no surprises. Common wisdom, keep a central command, one of those whiteboards, and have an agreement as far as when you're going to look at it, maybe once in the morning. Keep messages simple, don't have a lot of scrawled things over it, very clear. Weekend plans. If you want to avoid Saturday morning fight syndrome, talk about your weekend midweek. Thursday, sit down, talk to each other about what you have planned for the weekend. Because you might be thinking it's going to be all fun. Your partner thinks this is time to, replace the bathroom faucets, and you're going to have a disagreement. But also, on Saturday morning, I came up with this term, Saturday morning fight syndrome. Some of you yesterday in my presentations learned about that. Has anybody experienced a special conflict on Saturday mornings? Yeah. Well, I found this study that kids with ADHD report being more stressed on the weekends than the week. Now, you wouldn't think that, would you? It's kind of counterintuitive. And in the adult group, I've seen that anecdotally. It's because there's no structured time. During the week, you get up and you know what you're supposed to do. You're going to school, you're going to work, you've got the routine. On the weekend, it's all this unstructured time. You've got all these things you're supposed to do. How do you plan it? How do you structure it? My husband and I used to have an argument every Saturday morning. And I wasn't the only one. I found out later when I asked in the support group. And I realized it was because he was kind of stirring up some conflict and oppositionality, maybe to rev up his brain. And I finally said, do you realize that we're having a fight every Saturday morning? And he was totally clueless. He says, yeah, but I thought it was your period. Can I remind you, my husband's a biologist? He's a biologist. I said, you're a biologist. He says, yes, but just the molecular level. So, you just you think that something's going to be obvious to your partner with ADD, but it's just not always. All he knew is that I was, yelling, and he didn't realize what he was doing to kind of bring that response around. So this woman, she's got her stickies all right. Dry cleaning, pet store, Salvation Army. I'd be lost without my stickies on the dash, but she's forgotten and she's left her dog on top of the car. Was it an alligator? Oh, it's one of those George Booth. That's how he draws his dogs. He's so funny.